time, we will be playing Nancy Drew, Curse of Blackmoor Manor. This is one of those games that I always saw at the discount section of Target software, you know, in the jewel case and whatnot. But apparently, they're pretty good. So let's start this up. This is an older one. I had to jump through some streaming hoops to get this working, but it should come up just fine. So you'll get to see everything here. And let's play it. There we go. So you guys will be seeing the proper aspect ratio, 4:3. It's stretched on my screen. But hopefully it won't, like, mess up anything. And to give you an idea, I think it's like, it's either 480, 640, or 600, 800, 600. And the game setup only
Dear Ned,
shows this.
From jolly old England.
There's really not much to it. So yeah, we've got some advertisements here. The help is basically everything. Lulu can give junior detectives suggestions as to what to do next. We will try not to worry about that. But she does have a cell phone, journal, notes, and toolbox for inventory, which is interesting. I would not expect Nancy Drew to carry a toolbox around, but whatever. But let's get started. I'm really interested to see how these play out.
Welcome to my latest case, the Curse of Blackmoor Manor. To start, choose Junior or Senior Detective. If you're new to adventure games or need some help, choose Gameplay Overview.
I'm pretty sure I know the general idea of an adventure game, but let's see if there's anything different.
Okay, as always, your mission is to solve the mystery.
Good
You're
deal.
going to step into my shoes and be my eyes and ears. It will be up to you to decide my every move. Click on Next to continue.
Well then. Oh yeah, I could turn this off. There's an auto rotate if you're over by the end of the edge of the screen. Yeah, nice room here.
When you're in the center of a room, you can turn around in a circle to see the whole room.
Oh yeah.
Move your cursor
like
to the left or right edge of the screen and you'll automatically move in that direction. A forward arrow allows you to advance in the direction you want to go. Likewise, a back arrow allows you to take a step back.
Okay.
Sometimes up and down arrows are available too. Give it a try. Find the forward arrow and check out my suitcase.
All right, where's that suitcase? There it is.
I always carry my magnifying glass with me to scan for clues. When it turns red, I know I'm onto something. Move your mouse until the magnifying glass turns red. Then click to zoom in. When you want to go back to where you came from or turn around, find where your cursor turns into an arrow at the bottom of the screen and click. Try it. When the magnifying glass turns into a question mark, you can talk to someone. When it becomes a hand, you can use it to open and close things, pick up objects, and move things around. Now, turn to the right, step over to the table beside the bed, and take a look at the alarm clock there.
All right. I don't see an alarm clock.
In this game, you can control what time it is simply by setting this clock. Just click on the alarm button, adjust the time with the up and down arrows, click on Set, and there you go.
That's interesting. Huh. Can't do it right now, but... Huh.
Now roll your cursor over the key that's on the table. See how the magnifying glass turned into a hand? That means you can pick the key up.
Yay.
Click on it and see what happens. Good work! You're a natural! You just picked up the key and added it to your toolbox.
I have
To
several
see what's
years
in your
experience
toolbox,
of picking up
just click on the
keys.
tool icon at the bottom of the screen, which will light up whenever you've added something new. When the Hand tab is active, You'll see the objects that you can use to manipulate other objects. Find the key in your toolbox and click on it.
Alright, so we got all things you can look at. You've got things you can... Alright, everything, things you can look at, and things you can use.
See how the cursor turned into the item you clicked on?
Alright.
Use the key to click on the lock on my suitcase, and you'll see how good I've gotten at packing.
Alright, just go back over here. Ba-da.
To return an object to your toolbox, just click on the tool icon, then click on the open toolbox, and the object will go back into storage. You can close the toolbox by clicking on the square in the upper right-hand corner.
The button isn't quite where it should be. Whatever.
And if you need to call someone, all you have to do is click on the cell phone at the bottom of the screen. Try it. You can use this phone to dial a number yourself, or you can automatically dial any of the numbers stored in the directory. You can also receive emails and browse the web. For more information, just click on the phone's help button. Close the phone by clicking on the square in the upper right-hand corner.
Okay.
Another thing, the phone icon in the taskbar will light up whenever you have a new email to read,
Handy.
a new number you can dial, or a new website to look at.
And they're always adding new websites, so
The
we'll never
notepad
get
at the
anything
bottom
done.
of the screen is where I keep reminders to myself. Click on it and you'll see what I mean. If the book tab is active, you'll see my journal, which is where I keep all my observations concerning information I've gathered and the people I've met. If you click on the clipboard with a check mark, you'll see a list of what
Ooh,
I need to do.
I cannot use my scroll
Organized
wheel.
person that I am, once I've done something, I check it off. I haven't done that yet. Can't check that off till it's done.
Alright.
Is that everything? Oh, I almost forgot one of the most important detective skills. You know, questioning suspects. In the game, you can talk to the people you meet. The conversation will appear below the scene. The words of the person you're talking to will be in blue, and my replies will be in white. Select a question or a reply by clicking on it, and listen to what your suspect says next. Give it a try. Excuse me, miss, but I couldn't help but notice that you're doing an awful lot of snooping around.
Ooh, well, let's say that we sleuth.
Excuse me, sir, but I don't snoop. I sleuth. If there are a lot of words in the text box, you know how some people can talk. Use the scroll box on the left to move the text up and down so that you can read along. If you make a major mistake, say you fall off a roof or blow something up, you can select Second Chance from the main menu to get back to where you were before you goofed.
Well, that's
it.
very handy.
I'll return you to the menu screen where you can start the game. Junior Detective is not quite as tough as the senior level, so you might want to start there. And to make sure the world you're about to enter looks as good as it can, adjust the brightness by choosing Game Options, then sliding Gamma Adjust to the left or right.
I'm pretty sure Gamma Adjust
turn up
is
in the
broken.
game, so be sure to explore. Don't forget to trust your instincts and have fun. Good luck.
Well, most of that was pretty standard except for the time thing, so I'm glad I checked that. Let's say that I know adventure games pretty well, and let's go straight to senior. Yes. Let's start this. That was...
Dear Ned, greetings from jolly old England. Although right now I'm not so sure about the jolly part. That's because I'm on my way to Blackmoor Manor, where the daughter of one of our neighbors is living. The daughter, whose name is Linda, recently married Hugh Pendleton, a British diplomat. Hugh travels a lot, so the only people at the manor with Linda are Hugh's aunt, Mrs. Drake, and Hugh's 12-year-old daughter, Jane. The thing is, ever since Linda moved into the manor, her health has gone downhill. She's practically bedridden, and no one seems to know why. Her mother is
she's
convinced something
allergic
is
to stuff.
terribly wrong and wants me to find out what. So here I am, about to be dropped off at a huge centuries-old mansion in the middle of a dark, foggy moor. I can't tell whether the butterflies in my stomach are because I'm excited or just a tad creeped out. Talk to you soon. I hope.
I hope they
Nancy.
they called a doctor before
Not
they called
miss.
Nancy Drew,
Good luck.
but whatever. She's a detective. Surely she can figure out medical problems. An owl has a lot to say.
Who's there? Hello?
It's too spooky.
There's something out there!
Where, child?
Over there! I mean, something was out there.
Come in.
We are in for a treat.
I'm Mrs. Drake. I take it you're Nancy Drew?
Yes, and I really did see something, Mrs. Drake. I heard something, too.
It's just an owl.
People are always seeing and hearing things on the moor at night. Especially you Americans.
Oh, come on.
Why don't you just go on up to your room? It's the one with the moon on the door.
I'd like to see Linda, if I could.
I'm afraid Linda is, not quite ready to meet with you just now. But please, come see me after you've unpacked. I'll be in the conservatory.
All right, thank you.
Okay. Alright. Good enough. Alright, I'm going to start saving here. I don't think we have a... Name your game. Curse. No. Let's say... It starts. There we go. Your game has been saved. Okay. So, what do we got here? Got a new mail? Alright, we can call home, Miss Petrov, Ed Nickerson. All these fun names. Any emails? Alright. I won't be reading all of this. Okay, pretty standard. Hi bye from Bess and George. No email service abroad. Dear valued customer, just a reminder that your current phone plan does not allow you for the sending or receiving of emails outside the continental United States. So apparently, we will not be getting any more emails than these three. Okay. Whoops.
We're sorry. Your call cannot be completed as dialed. Please check the number and dial again. This is a recording.
But you can use the internet. Alright. Just ignore that. Okay, we have nothing. Oh, we have our key. Can I look at key? I cannot look at key. You sort of have to just know what the key does. Alright, nothing in there. Got a nice...
Wonder what goes there. Something fits in here, but what?
Haven't even left the first room and we're seeing mysteries. Aha! We've got ourselves, astrological sign map. What the? Multiple maps. Sure. Alright, that's going to be a puzzle solution at some point. What do we got here?
A tripod. For a camera, maybe?
More likely a telescope. It's a nice room. Most definitely. It is currently 6 p.m. I want to go back. I want to go out. Cancel. Cancel. See, you can call the cook, I think. Yeah, the cook, or Hugh. Ah, light switch. Nice bed. Quite the painting there. Alright, what do we got on this side of the room? Fireplace. Crest. A lot of pieces of puzzles here. Ah. Stop that. Okay. And we got a puzzle box. Oh my gosh. They just sort of leave random puzzle boxes in... Okay. We haven't even left the first room, and we've got a mysterious puzzle box. A coat of arms. Some place to put a telescope. All sorts of zodiac animals, and for some reason, Egyptian paintings. Sure. Let's go. Let's leave this place. I don't know which way to go. Okay. Wander.
Ethel, do I have to learn this?
Yes, I'm afraid you do.
If I do well, can we play a game?
Yes, but only in French.
Oh.
I will leave them to
Forget
it.
it. Stay in Italy as long as you want, then. Some kind of husband you're proving to be. It's not all in my head. Don't bother.
Seems we have lots of angry people in this house. That's a big room. And that guy's missing a head. Man, they should have said where the place was. Ah, let's talk to...
Ah, yes. Are you here from the agency? It's about time.
No, I'm Nancy Drew, a friend of Linda's.
How do you do? I'm Nigel Mukherjee. I'm researching the Penvillen family, and Mrs. Drake has graciously opened the library for me. Nothing much has been written about the Penvillens. Until now.
Oh, yes?
Why do you think that is?
It might have something to do with their scandalous history. Or perhaps it has something to do with the family treasure.
Ooh. Tell me more, Mr.
Scandalous history?
Well, having a family
What was his
member
name
burned
again?
as a witch can hardly be considered a mark of pride, I dare say.
Oh, come on.
And then there's the whole business with the Blackmoor beast.
Well,
Who was the family member?
Eleanor Penvillen, tried and convicted of witchcraft in 1650. Quite the height of the witch trials here in Essex. It was rumored that Cromwell arranged the conviction.
Cromwell?
Oliver Cromwell? Ironsides? I suppose they don't teach history any longer in the US. Lady Penvillen was a rather vocal critic of Cromwell's policies, and helped many of his enemies flee the country. Whether she actually was a practitioner of witchcraft is unknown, although many visitors to the manor during her tenure reported hearing strange, ghostly bells. Some even saw phantom hands floating about the manor, tolling their charmed chimes.
it annoys me that his torso isn't moving.
When I arrived here, I saw some kind of creature with red eyes outside.
Perhaps it was the Blackmoor beast.
What's that?
It's a story that's been told for generations out here. During the 1600s, many of the villagers reported seeing a strange beast with red eyes and giant fangs prowling the moors. They asked the mistress of Blackmoor Manor, Eleanor Penvillen, to put a bounty on the beast's head. But, oddly enough, she not only refused, She forbade anyone from hunting the creature. It was rumored
Well.
that the beast was Eleanor's husband, whom she had cursed for finding out too much about the Penvillen secret.
Right. Sure. I'm going to be a skeptic until proven otherwise.
Penvillen's secret?
For centuries, the Penvillens have been very secretive. Some believe they're protectors of a fabulous treasure, or of some dark secret.
I'll let you get back to your work.
Farewell.
But I want to hear about the treasure.
Hello, Nancy.
Aw.
I'll let you get back to your work.
Fine.
Goodbye.
I'm sure we'll figure it out later. Look at this guy.
Fascinating piece, isn't it? James Penvillen sculpted it in 1591, although it appears that wand was added at a later date. He was quite a flamboyant figure and never married. But one day, a child appeared quite mysteriously in the castle, and he took her in as his own. That was Eleanor, and many of the townfolk believed her to be a changeling or fairy baby.
We haven't been in this mystery for 10 minutes. And I've already heard more ridiculous things than I've heard in several full games.
Bude's the door off.
Spasiba.
Okay. Alright, we got library. Lots of books and a computer. And what's this? No. Email? No. Search? Ah, I can look up stuff. I kinda doubt why the stars seem to move. I'm pretty sure I know why the stars move. But, for future reference, here's all of the zodiac zodiac symbols. And all of the, associations. Very handy there. Very specific information. Specific dates, underlined words. That will be useful in some later puzzle. That guy's a really intense typer. Okay, that's pretty much what he said before. And then Beast of Blackmoor. The icon is like right above. It's not on the tip of the arrow, it's in the middle, which is annoying me. And that's pretty much what last reported sighting was 1990. So it's been too long for it to be a problem. Yay.
Do you mind if I use this computer?
No, not at all. But it's very old. Feel free to use mine if I'm not here.
Who's Alan?
Alan Penvillen was a
That was
noted researcher in computers
Who's
and
Alan?
languages. Jane let me into his computer, but there was nothing much of interest on it.
What's the password?
I'm not sure.
Nancy Drew. Really whiny there for some reason. Aha. We got more puzzles here. Very specific books. We'll just leave that for later. Okay. Whoa. But it's an automaton? Okay. I have no idea. Got some weird game there. Ah, another coat of arms. Those are going to be interesting. Big difference between these two fellows. Let's try this door. Katunk. Huh, okay. A cricket trophy. A note.
Wonder what happened in there.
Please stay out of the kitchen until the fire damage is repaired. A nice picture. Turn around. A jolly fellow. Okay. Hit it. Okay. Now we're just over here. Oh. This place is just riddled with puzzles. Like, some would say history, but I'm not sure I could... Whoa, alright. Here we go. I don't think the lighting is quite right. Whatever.
Looks like John Penvillin may have developed some of the plants that are in here himself.
Handy. Amateur plant hybridizers. Okay.
Doesn't work.
Aww. A shame. I wanted to do this puzzle about shooting water onto... This would be a fun house if you actually, you know, lived with all these puzzles.
Plant. Cool. That's probably not a good idea.
Alright, fine. There she is. What do we got over here? We got some plants.
All settled in? Good. I'm happy that you're visiting Linda, but I know how much you teenagers like your televisions and loud stereos, so I must insist that you act respectfully and civilly while you stay with us.
We have no
Since my
televisions
nephew
or loud
is away on
stereos.
business, I am in charge of this household, and if there's one thing I cannot stand, it's noise. Hugh's daughter Jane is staying with us and would very much like to meet you, but please try not to distract her. She has her studies and mustn't be disturbed during her lessons.
Alright. Well, let's ask all of these questions.
Is anyone else staying here?
We do not have any permanent house staff, if that's what you mean. The Penvillins have always been self-reliant. We get on quite well without being continuously mollycoddled by a squadron of insipid, gossiping ne'er-do-wells. Now, we do have two other house guests. A Mr. Nigel Mukherjee, who is researching the Penvillin family history in the library.
Mr.
And
Mukherjee.
Ethel Bossany, Jane's tutor.
Alright, let's see here.
Do you know what's wrong with Linda?
Oh, Linda simply needs some time to adjust to her new living situation. England is not the United States.
No kidding.
We do things differently, or should I say properly, here.
Hey.
The doctor believes it's just a case of nerves.
Okay. The music just cut out there, and you're now stiff as a board.
Is that what you believe?
I don't know, and the doctors don't know. No one seems to know anything.
Well, that's a problem.
All I've been told is that Linda is unwell, and that in her stead, I must look after matters. Now, please, I really do not have time to entertain you. You may have the run of the house, but do not break anything, and refrain from mucking about with items that aren't yours.
Oh.
Two rules Jane seems incapable of following. And before I forget, our kitchen is being remodeled, so our dining situation is rather unorthodox. I've made arrangements with a local restaurant to deliver meals to us. There should be a programmed number for them on the phone in your room. Feel free to order whatever you'd like.
Except pizza. You cannot get pizza. Ah.
Do you know what the password is for the computer in the library?
No, that was my brother's toy.
I'm concerned about that thing I saw outside.
It was purely your imagination, unless you saw a stray dog. But I will not countenance any histrionics about this issue. We have enough to worry about with Linda.
All right,
please
all right.
do not get any ideas about going outside to investigate. I do not want you tracking mud all over this house.
Well, jeez. Fine.
Goodbye.
Good evening.
No, goodbye. Oh, whatever.
Messing with her plants is probably not a good idea.
What do we got here? 1 tablet every 6 hours. For allergy symptoms.
Do you have allergies, Mrs. Drake?
Oh, yes. Hay fever. Although I'm not at all sure what's worse. My allergies or that medication. It makes me feel as if I'm about to float right out of my shoes.
Alright. Suddenly bees. I imagine... No, it was just a recording of bees. Never mind.
Who's hungry? Who's ready for some nummies?
Did you say something, Mrs. Drake?
Not to you, dear.
Who are you? Who are you?
These constant intrusions are most irksome.
Sorry,
Goodbye.
I was just wondering
pleasure
why
is
you were
all
talking to the
mine,
plants. Alright, do we have Alright, so case journal. Ah. Maybe look at what Mr. Mukherjee is typing. I could also say she's a bit of a grouch. No, she's fine. She's just British. Wonder what sort of coverage they have that she can use the internet but not send emails. Okay, so the game's objective is check what that thing was. Ooh, because I'm a senior detective, I don't need a task list. Alright, we'll just do some more exploring. Click, 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 click. Well, at least it's easy, or it's easy to find your way around the house.
I need something else for this.
Yeah. Is there a puzzle, like, in every room? I guess if they were hiding a secret, that would make a lot of sense. I wouldn't... It's just so very obvious. Alright, I'm gonna go upstairs. Click. Click. I want to go upstairs. Oh, okay, we'll go this way.
This must be Mrs. Drake's room. Guess she's not in her room. Guess she's not in her room.
Aw, we won't be snooping.
Oh, it's just a parrot.
Scared ya?
Polly want a cracker?
Not Polly! Lolo! 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 Lolo!
Okay, I get the point. Lulu.
Lolo! 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 Lolo!
Do you by any chance know Latin?
Quiste rogavit, bene vidi vici, semper ubi sub ubi, morituri status...
I'll take that as a yes. Would you mind translating something for me?
Fire away!
You can't be serious. I'm going to have to write this stuff down because I've encountered a puzzle and I don't know where the puzzle is. I've seen it on the shields and stuff.
Pergamentum exit. Garbage out.
This is a smart bird, I dare say. I am actually taking notes here.
Bye, bird.
Cheerio.
Let's talk again.
Hello.
Bye, bird.
Bob's your uncle.
Did it put the thing back on? It did. Okay. So,
Top of the morning to you, matey.
Bye, bird.
Bob's your uncle.
bye, bird.
I need the key.
You don't need to sound so distressed about it. Some of the acting is just kind of funny. Was that the parrot again? Cell phone. I don't think there's anything else here for now. Dun dun dun.
Linda? Hi, it's me, Nancy Drew.
Nancy Drew, our friendly neighborhood detective. Well, welcome to Blackmoor Manor. I apologize for greeting you under such unusual circumstances.
So, how are you feeling?
How am I feeling? Well, I feel like... I feel like something really strange is happening.
Like you're being taken over by an evil force? Like you're a good 10 years older than Nancy Drew.
Could you be more specific?
Could I be more specific? Ah, the ace detective is grilling me for details. I'm tired all the time, my mouth is dry, my vision is blurry. But that's not important. Here's what's important, Nancy.
I'm a shadow.
There are some doors that should never be opened. There are some doors that hold secrets which must never be known.
Oh, come on.
That's everything you need to know.
Oh, well, I guess I should...
Mummy, can I come in?
No, you're supposed to be in your lessons.
Lessons are over. I want to meet Nancy.
I said no, Jane.
Okay.
That was my stepdaughter. She can be such a pest sometimes.
Why-
Anyway,
why
I
did we even
understand
come
you feel
here?
an obligation to my mother, but trust me, there's nothing you can do. You're welcome to stay, but I strongly recommend that you go home as soon as possible.
I can't go home empty-handed. It might jeopardize my ace detective status. Linda? Okay, I'll let you rest. But I'll be back. I'm here for you if you need me.
And in typical adventure game fashion, can I click again?
Hi, Linda. I'll be going now.
Well then, let's take a look around the room here. She's just sort of sitting in a bed, and everything else is covered. The good news is, there doesn't seem to be any puzzles in this room. Kathunk. Alright.
I need something else for this.
Lovely. Oop. Oop. Yeah, that doesn't sound like a door. That sounds like someone imitating a door.
I need the key. I need the key.
Hi, you must be Nancy. I'm so pleased you're here. I'm Jane. I know you've come to visit my stepmom, but I'd love it if you could pop by whenever you get the chance. Oh, we'll have such fun. Let's play a game.
Sure.
Sure, Jane. What would you like to play?
Let's play this card game I found in your room. Actually, it's Bridget's room. I mean, it used to be her room. I mean, she died like 300 years ago.
So she won't
You
mind.
can see a painting of her in the Great Hall. She's the one with the telescope.
See, told you, telescope.
Okay, so you have to match up a pair of constellations. I made all the matches in 25 tries. Try to beat my record.
Ooh, okay, kid. So it's just memory. All right. Corona. Telescopium is not a... Never mind. There we go. Lyra. Telescopium.
I took too many tries, but maybe next time. That was fun, but I'd like to ask you some questions.
Sure, what do you want to know? About Mummy? I mean, Linda. I do hope you'll help. She's been a bit out of sorts lately.
Do you know why she doesn't want to be seen?
I think maybe it's because of the lady in black. I was playing in Mummy's room when she wasn't there, and when I looked up, there was a lady all dressed in black putting something on Mummy's nightstand.
Uh-huh.
The woman left something?
The lady put a note on Mummy's nightstand, but I didn't read it. That's when Mummy started feeling poorly.
It's
I
the
don't
black
want to think about
spot.
that. Let's play a game. It will cheer me up.
Sure.
Sure. What would you like to play?
Look inside the chest over there and pick a game. My great aunt said it's a hope chest, so I put my games in there in the hope someone would come over to play.
Sure.
We can play Bull, Constellation Match, Petroglyph Punch, Skull and Bones, and I also have a jigsaw puzzle.
You sure have a lot of games.
I love games. I want to make computer games when I grow up.
Sure. Why not? Can't tell which one's which. Well, let's try this puzzle.
Can I try the jigsaw puzzle?
Let's see how quick your reflexes are. I'll time you.
Oh, come on.
On your mark, get set, go!
It's only what the
5 minutes.
What kind of jigsaw puzzle is this? Jeez. These are just weird pieces. And the pieces are fine. The image is bizarre. It's like scared rabbits? Nope. Nope. There we go.
4 minutes.
This kid is ruthless. Move that out of the way. Need a corner here. Oh. Oh, okay. They lock when they're in the right spot. That's handy. Nope. Let's see, what else we got here?
3 minutes.
I'm going as fast as I can, Captain. I guess that does go there. Alright. Piece of cake. It's a strange cake, to be sure.
There.
You rock.
Huzzah! Now we can ask questions. Ah,
Do you know what the password is for the computer in the library?
Yes, but I won't tell. Not unless you beat me at Skull and Bones. My friend Hugo bought this for me. It's like Go Fish, but you have to collect 3 of a kind of weird things like zombies and ghosts. You go first.
what? Okay, I'll click this.
Do you have any haunted houses?
Sorry. Do you have any skulls?
You're going to have to go dig. Do you have any witches?
Sorry. Do you have any skulls?
Afraid not. Do you have any bones?
Dig. Any haunted houses?
All yours.
Do you have any coffins?
Sorry. Do you have any bats?
Here you go.
Do you have any ghosts?
Here you go.
I got a match. Do you have any spiders?
Nada. Do you have any skulls?
Go dig. Do you have any zombies?
Here you go.
I got a match. Do you have any witches?
Nada. Do you have any coffins?
Get out your shovel. Do you have any tombstones?
Go dig. Any haunted houses?
Get out your shovel. Do you have any bones?
Nada.
I got a match.
Any bats?
All yours. A match? You're doing great.
Yes, but not nearly as good
Tombstones?
as the
All
great
yours.
Nancy Drew.
Any haunted houses?
Go dig. You got a match. Good for you. Do you have any spiders?
Nada. Any haunted houses?
Get out your shovel. Do you have any tombstones?
Here you go.
That's a match. Do you have any witches?
Sorry.
I got a match.
Do you have any coffins?
Afraid not. A match? You're doing great.
I think I won this one.
Do you have any spiders?
Here you go.
I got a match. Do you have any coffins?
Here you go.
Do you have any coffins? I win.
Ta-da!
You won. Good job.
Good
okay,
job.
the password for my grandfather's computer is on his coat of arms, plain as day.
Oh. You could have just said what the password was, but now I have to go find his coat of arms. Thanks. It's never easy in these games, is it? Hang on, just making a note. And there were a lot of them. Oh boy.
Have you ever seen anything strange outside?
Once I saw my Uncle Roger's toupee fly off during a windstorm. Talk about freaky.
Not exactly what we were thinking, but
I mean, have you seen a strange animal outside?
No, but I have heard weird noises like this. Howling. But not like a dog howling, more like something human. I don't want to think about that. It's scary enough having to live in this gloomy place.
Do you think there's a treasure hidden around here?
I highly doubt it. I mean, if there were, wouldn't someone have already found it?
No, there's
When
too
I
many
asked Ethel
puzzles.
about it, she said that it's the Penvillian name and heritage that should be treasured. Blech.
The lady in black you saw in Linda's room, did she look like anyone you know?
Like I said before, I couldn't really see her face, but she was kind of dressed like the lady in the Great Hall.
Which lady?
Eleanor. I know
Eleanor.
it sounds weird. That's why I didn't want to tell anyone.
The witch.
It's too creepy.
Oh, come on.
Sometimes wonder if I just dreamed it all up. Mrs. Drake is always saying I have a rampant imagination.
That's fine. You keep doing that, kid.
I should get going.
Come back soon.
What else we got in here? I like their Egyptian. A note.
That's my family tree. Ask me anything about anyone. Go on, ask me.
I thought you didn't like it. Who's Milo?
What about Milo?
Milo inherited not only his grandfather's red hair, but his military prowess. Milo was instrumental in the siege of Caen and was awarded even more lands by Henry V.
Wow. That's a lot of people. We are going to have to come back to that when we know what we're actually looking for. And an introduction to runes. Oh, great. Just great. They're throwing every possible...
Nigel gave that to me when I was in the library once.
Every single
I think he was hoping
possible,
it would scare me, but it didn't. I'm too
setup.
smart to believe in that sort of
Got
stuff.
runes, constellations, a family tree. The real deal on mummies, witches, werewolves, and monsters. Lycanthropy. Got some... Ooh, the symptoms of lycanthropy. Howl. Uh-huh. Someone thinks they're turning into a werewolf. Ah. Hey, it's an easy bake oven.
I used that to make cakes for Lulu the parrot. That's why the ingredients are so nasty. Like, I would eat mealworms. Aren't you glad we don't have to use that thing to cook our food?
I saw the kitchen. What happened to it?
I guess you could say I happened to it. But it was Ethel's
Oh.
fault. She inspired me to study the oxidation rates of different kinds of cookie doughs. Only my snickerdoodle experiment got away from me.
You can't be serious. Okay, what else we got in here?
Who's this?
That's my mum, my real mum. She's an opera singer. It's not like she's famous or anything, but she does live in Paris.
Funny, she doesn't look pre-rendered or anything.
What is this book?
Don't know really. Ethel gave it to me. She said it belonged to my grandfather. Do you think Brady Armstrong is cute?
What? Ah. It's nothing but puzzles. This book, it is made of puzzles. What the?
That was written by Charles Penvillian way back in like the 1500s. When I read it, it seemed really familiar, you know?
I will read a dramatic reading. As the moon rises upon thee, fear not, but draw upon the strength of absent friends, and toast to their memories in happiness and wonder. When the stalwart heart of a knight, let charity be thy guiding angel. Stay firm in the knowledge as a dedicated... What? Geometer? No. Scometer? I'm gonna have to look this word up. And the font is not helping it. I'm sorry if I'm looking like an idiot. And fear not the ravages of Father Time. For, dear child, as you learn the lessons of folly, the secrets of this world shall dawn in thy soul. Okay. There's more stuff over here. Why do you have so many desks?
I totally love that show. Isn't Brady Armstrong so dreamy? Total hottie.
Total hottie. He's ain't got a calculator. And... Charming.
You had a guinea pig?
Yes, but it died.
Aww.
When?
I don't know. I'd really rather not think about it, all right?
When?
Looks like you're learning some interesting stuff.
Bet you wouldn't say that if you were the one who had to learn it.
Black. Oh no, they gave me a timesheet so I can know exactly where this kid will be. I'm not looking forward to that. Excuse me. Okay. That's not the sound a door makes. Hey, what else we got?
There goes my cell phone. Hello?
Hi, Nancy. It's Mrs. Petrov. How is everything? Have you seen Linda yet?
Literally speaking, no, but I did talk to her. Not that she told me anything.
I'm just about at my wit's end. I've never known her to act like this.
I'm sorry to
The
say
last
she
doctor
might
that
be turning
examined her
into a
said that
werewolf.
Aside from a little dry skin, which is not unusual for her, she was perfectly fine.
Maybe she's just unhappy here.
I don't know why. I mean, she absolutely adores Hugh.
Well, Hugh's not here,
Thrilled when
so...
they got married and couldn't wait to start a new life with him and his daughter there in England. Something has changed her. Something in that house.
Maybe it's all the
Hugh is
puzzles.
just as bewildered and upset by her behavior as I am. Please get to the bottom of this, Nancy. You're our last hope.
Where is Hugh?
He was called to Rome. As a diplomat, he's always being called out of the country without warning and without any say in the matter. He'd much rather be there with Linda. Although
What?
it's just that Hugh said it hasn't been very easy for him to talk to her lately. Whenever he calls, which is at least once a day, Linda always seems to fly off the handle for no reason, which doesn't make sense. Linda has always been extremely level-headed and even-tempered. She never gets angry. At least she didn't used to.
This was before she turned into a werewolf.
Who exactly is Mrs. Drake?
She's Hugh's aunt. She's taken care of Blackmoor Manor ever since her brother died. He was Hugh's father. She's a bit of a character.
In what way?
The way she spends all her time in that conservatory, slouching around,
Not moving her
trowel in
torso?
hand, murmuring to herself. You'd think she was burying something. Or somebody.
Gee, thanks.
Goodbye, Mrs. Petrov.
Goodbye, Nancy. Oh, one more thing. My niece is on call and her husband's out of town, and I told her I'd go over there and babysit if she had to work. So if you call and I don't answer, that's why. Bye.
Okay. Ah, that's back in there. Go talk to the bird again. I wonder if that resets.
And the winner is Lulu. You're gonna need a bigger boat. Uh-oh, not good. Stay away, stay away.
What's not good?
Behind you! Don't look, don't look!
What's behind me?
Don't look, don't look!
Okay, I won't.
Nothing there, fooled ya.
Bye, bird.
Cheerio, who's the pretty bird in the mirror? Hello!
Bye, bird.
Lulu!
I think Lulu's my favorite character at the moment.
The time has come for closing books.
Even the floor is a...
I'd better stay inside. If I track mud in the house, Mrs. Drake will kill me.
Right. No, I think, let's see, it said I had... Ah, yes, I can... I have more people I can call. No new messages. Is there a new... web search? Ah, yes. You can learn about Roman numerals. I'm pretty good at Roman numerals. And the healthy diet of parrots. Parrots in the wild eat a wide variety of foods, simply because a food source that is available one day may not be available the next. Their diet includes vegetables, proteins, fruits, nuts, whole grains. Never feed your parrot avocado, tea, coffee, chocolate, uncooked potato, or any kind of lunch meat. The more you know. I've learned something about parrots today. That's not something I would have said originally. Let's see. Another gargoyle there. A lot of dudes here. Let's look at this strange automaton. I have no idea what the rules of this are. Oh, this is that same game. This is just go fish. But slower because of the animation. I got a match. We're neck and neck. Oh. You stole it. Ah. It seems I have lost. Let's play again. See what this automaton has to say. Alright, so I can only pick what I have. Alright, I do not currently have that one, but I have 2 of those. I wonder if it's the same. No? I don't know if I had that one. No! You stole it. That's just bad luck. Now I have stolen one. Let's go over here. Oh. Alright, we've taken the lead. Ugh. And we're tied again. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. You could potentially get a tie, but it's not likely. I have stolen. I'm gonna steal another one. We've taken the lead. I think that's a tie. Yep. Boo. Dumb machine, I will beat you. That'll be the last thing we do today. Alright. I only have one of each, so let's start on the left. Alright. They have a flute. They don't have that. Let's go parrot. Okay. Let's not give away our hand yet. Yes, they still have a flute. Mm-hmm. Aha! First blood. Now I gotta pick... Good start. Hey now. Okay, let's say this one. Nice. Oop. Alright, 5-0. 5-1, rather. If I get one more match. Oh, come on. What happens if I tie? Because now they have to go globe. They didn't have it when I asked, so they shouldn't have it then.
Sorry, Betty, you lose.
Ah, okay. Oh, didn't give me anything. You're a cheat. We had a fair deal. I don't know what I was playing for. Okay. Ah, here's our woman in black. I will write down her words here. Ludi sanguidio ludi non sunt. My pronunciation is garbage. Alright, now we need to find grandfather, which, what do you, it could just be this guy. Let's find out. And let me make sure I'm spelling this right. Pergamentum. Click, click, click. Nice mask. Aw, really? Ooh. Have to figure it out later. Who's that angry fellow? Ooh, he's gone. We can sneak a look on his laptop. Why does he have a picture of himself on his laptop? Fingertips for typing. Mini games. Ah. Lots of stuff about ooh. I got some notes to look at. To Nigel.txt. Ludmilla. What a name. Alright, I'm gonna back out here. And I'm gonna save right here. Save, save, save. Gonna name it Too Many Puzzles. 'Cause let me tell you, this house, lots of puzzles. Just sort of hanging out there, saying, hey, I'm a puzzle. So we have learned a thing. We've got some various stuff. I'm gonna do some boring reading things. Oh, cancel. I saved already. Exit. Would you like to save your game? No. There we go. I'm gonna do some of the boring reading stuff and take some notes. Next time, maybe we'll make some progress on these puzzles, and I can figure out what exactly to do with the clock. I don't like that mechanic. I can tell you right now that that's going to be very annoying. Go to this place, but only at this specific time. Now, granted, the time doesn't move when you're going around the house, so it's a little less annoying. But still, that's going to be a pain when that puzzle actually happens. But for now, thanks for joining me on this mystery intro, and I'll see you next time. Cheers.